Greetings and welcome to Miani Tarot Intuitive Oracle Readings. This is the reading for the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, especially for today. That is on No Moon Day. I guess it's 24 April. That is 25 April, okay. Well, so lots of energies have been changing, and earlier a few days I wanted to update you with one reading, that is the high potential which is going on regarding the energetic influence between both the energies. Let's find out. So here the cards on the left belong to the Divine Masculine and right to the Divine Feminine. So let's move on. As you can see that Divine Masculine is more into understanding a few issues and is not into like thinking and getting one clarity. Well, if you take a look at the feminine cards, and feminine cards are like they are based on more physical passion and more into expressions. So let's first start with the Divine Masculine thing, DM you can say. The first card which I got is Need Some Magic reverse. So he's actually going through a kind of period when it's simply not ready to understand the way things are happening in his life. In fact, those people whom I know and I have gone through, they are really thinking like they do want some magic, but they feel like something exactly opposite is happening. Like it's very hard for them to go through the period as it is coming. Well, what they are expecting is to have a clear understanding. Okay, so this card showing something more. Because the second card for the Divine Masculine is One of Singing. See, if you take a look at the pattern, then it is like first straight, then second reverse, again straight, reverse. So things are going like that. The first card, as you can see, is Need Some Magic. So all he's expecting is like he's unaware of the things which are happening around him, and he's expecting that he's going to see a few things in his life, those things which could make him to release the pressure which is holding on. Need Some Magic is again a kind of phenomenon that if you believe in magic, if you believe in supernatural powers, if you believe that even if someone thinks like, from the thoughts with a lustful way, or there are some people who are just envy of some happy people and they just curse on each other. So if you believe on this thing, even you can say it's a negative energy. So this thing is impacting on him. Feminine is not going to be a part of this thing, but masculine, that is your better half, is now going through a kind of period where he's not understanding why is this happening. I mean, you just remember that you might have had golden dates, but now suddenly if you feel that there is a suppression, or suddenly you feel like 1 or 2 weeks before you have had a worse fight, or he's fighting with you with words, and you feel like there is no sense for these kind of words. Why is he saying that? Then the answer is that he is under someone's influence, or someone is controlling him. Now there are so many things, just like we worship God, we believe on God, and we try to do only good things. There are some people who do some opposite things. Because it's a simple thing. Just imagine that everyone has to go through a failure, no matter where it is. Like you can get failure when you were in college for a sport, or in your studies. You might have lost a project, a bank deal, whatever. But some people are very negative, and they feel very negative about others who are succeeding. Like, I failed. Why did he never fail? Why is he climbing up? Why is he getting so much salary? I'm not getting that much. Or why is he having a happy lifestyle? So this thing becomes chaotic, and even if someone thinks negative about someone, this is going to be appearing in our own life one day if you're not ready for that. Just like, say, your boss is very moody and you're not aware that your boss can be moody, but you just feel like whatever it is, I'm just taking one day, I'm just taking the day as it is. Suppose one day is very happy and second day is very, very angry, and even ask you to rest for a whole week. Then what? The same thing is here. He is not understanding why is this happening in his life, even in your life. I mean, what is his connection to you right now? Because he's unaware of those things. Second card, which is here, is why not singing? Well, here is expecting something which he is not able to find the clue. Why not singing? There could be a very energetic connection between your vocal cords. You might have been listening to music before him, or you might have said a few lines of music to him. He's remembering those moments. At the same moment, he's expecting that why he is not able to say clearly to you and you're not able to speak to him. The reason is unexplained. Third card here is let's do some shopping. It is a reverse card and he's simply not ready to bring out his pressure. I mean, generally, if you take a look at the feminine, then yes, the feminine have a tendency to go for shopping. In fact, this is the kind of stress relieving thing for them. Even if they went for a window shopping, they want to purchase something, they might purchase, which is very valuable for them, but it's like they bring out the passion there and they throw out all the negativity. Because they greet things, they greet the emotions. Even they look at the salesperson. The way if the salesperson is good, if he's paying respect to them, and if he's showing the things which they are expecting from, then they would like it. It's like they are relieving the stress. But here, he is not ready to relieve the stress. This is a reverse card. That means he is not ready to let go of the things that you might think that you have to release. So if feminine, you are feeling happy while connecting to your masculine, then he is going exactly opposite because he doesn't know how to relieve the stress. Just imagine that you want to throw a party and because of that you want to prepare your house. But if your house is not prepared, everything is messed up, how you're going to get a party? The same thing is happening there. He's not understanding what is happening there exactly, why he's not able to keep up with you. The next card for him is Eyes That Stare. This is a straight card for you. And why I'm telling you about this card is because if you believe it or not, but he is continuously looking at you and he's thinking about you, he's in your thoughts, and he's trying to capture your soul. Like, she should think about me only. Like, you know, the teenage mentality that she should be missing me, she should talk to me, she should cry before me, everything, whatever it could be. So he's expecting, not kind of exploitation, but he's thinking like, he wants you to go through him only, no one else. No one else in the world, just himself. Even if you want to have a fight with you and you could curse him, he would feel like, okay, I'm ready for that, but I want you to be with me. But then this is going to be at superficial stage because the next card is Trust That Matters. This is a reverse card. So there are some people around him, or because of his empty mind, he could insist to bring out some issue. Just remember that maybe before getting away from each other, you might have been with few friends. Now, one of that friend could have been not good influence. He could feel like that friend of yours is bringing you down. Now you could feel like that your friend is now telling you lies about him. Or he could tell the feminine to do the wrong way or wrong choice. So trust that matters appears here because even if he's not understanding the issues, the complication would arrive when someone else is trying to bring this thing into his mind. He's not ready to understand that. He has the full trust, but then this is not him. And this is the clear fact. I mean, we have gone through the story of the Sleeping Beauty. But here he is into his thoughts. Because of that, he is not ready to be awakened. So he needs some time. And the final card for him is gone away. That is again reversed. So at one end, it is going to be critical because he would feel like all his love life is lost somewhere. And he might think that he has lost the battle. Whereas this is not the kind of connection. This has never been the story. You are not ready to leave him. You're not ready to let him be himself. You just want him to be happy and you want to be a part of his life too. Because you talk about a connection to each other. For feminine, it is very happy and very easy to just leave everything and to be yourself. But then when you're trying to connect with him, this is the issue which he's facing. The first one is he's not understanding what is happening to him. The first card needs some magic. That means someone is keeping an eye on him. That someone could be a person, that someone could be an energy, which is not allowing him to be with you. That is the first thing. The second sign is that why not simply? So he's trying to express, but he's not able to express fully. Third thing which we get here is let's do some shopping reverse. So he's not ready to take his stress out. So he's not using a stress buster. Whatever things he will do, like smoking, drinking, is going to be hazardous for him. So that means yes, he's going to think about you, he's thinking about you, but then these two things again are critical, like trust that matters. So he's having trust issues and gone away. That means somewhere he feels like he has lost the battle. Now this is the cards from the new deck which I met. I told you that I'm doing it, so let's look at them. The first card for the masculine is left behind. So he could feel like somewhere he is left behind. He doesn't know who and why and when and where he's going to be to see you again. He could feel like he is purposely left behind. But feminine, trust me and ask yourself, is this an issue? There are people who change their partner just like they change their clothes. And I told you, this is not the place for them. This channel is not the place for them, but this channel is the place for them who are trying to understand their hearts. So masculine is actually going through a situation where he feels like he's left behind, just like a leftover. He could feel like he's not able to enjoy the party anymore, but it's totally wrong. This is his perception. This is just 1%. And this 1% is making him to fall down. I mean, just imagine that a person who is having a fear of doubts, or suppose there is a person who just walks away and looks at each other, oh my god, he's looking at me, she's looking at me, she's staring at me. That means there is something, she's speaking, so she's talking about me. Why don't you trust your God? Yesterday I have seen a cartoon serial, and the motivational one, very small story, that a guy was trying to do the sports, and a girl says that she likes sports. So he is now interested, his friend is interested. Both tried to participate there, but somehow they failed. So now what to do? So finally, he tries to appear as a joker, a person who could cheer up the people, and he's going to represent himself in this form. And people really loved his performance, but then when his parents came there, then he says that, look at me now, I'm a joker now, and all the people were laughing. So his mother says that I need to take a look at them. They like you, they love you, that's why they smile. And you know the best thing about us, the girls, that they love the people who can make them smile, who can make them laugh. And then he becomes happy, and then he becomes smart. The same thing is here, but here exactly opposite thing is happening. Just like the boss, that everyone is laughing on him. So he could feel like your Muskan is feeling like he's left behind. There is no way to go. There's no way to knock the door. Come on, wake up. Where are you? Just like that. He's not able to understand your situation. Feminine, if you're listening to me, then I personally have gone through this kind of situation. That's why I can understand it more. That these things not occur exactly every single time, but once they occur, it creates a hurdle. Sometimes you become a person in the box. From both sides, from both sides, you become packed. You don't know how to escape from the situation. Suppose your family needs you, your job needs you, your company needs you, or your friends need you, or you have given a commitment to someone, and at that time, your Muskan is counting on you. This is a very critical situation. And what you expect is a bit understanding from him. And if he feels like this, left behind, if he's not able to come close to you, not even to cheer you up, and still says that you lied, you never take care of me, that means he is unable to understand you. He deserves that. He might cry, but this is his issue because he has to go through this. I'm talking about genuine people, genuine feminine. Second card for him is here she goes. So he would feel like she's enjoying the life. He would feel like, look at her. She's living her life. She's smiling. But he fails to understand the pain she is going through. Just imagine you have seen this kind of scene, scene, in the movies, that someone is crying and suddenly a person says that someone is coming, so the person wipes out the tears. And it would look like the person was not crying. But still, the person's mom, the person's dad, a family member, or close friends could understand that the person is crying. How come? So here, she's actually trying to hide those tears from him. The way she's struggling through life. I mean, there are so many feminists who have been single mother, who have been living their life alone, who have been struggling every single time. It's very hard for them to live the life, but then he should understand this. If he doesn't understand, then he's failing. The next card for him is passing movement. So passing movement is like, this is a new card and a very, very big approach at this card. You can consider 3 to 4 movements together with this one thing, passing movement. So when this card comes, that means your masculine is actually getting intuitions or feeling those movements at the same moment. I mean, just imagine, it is not the fault of your masculine, but this card is so strong. See, for you understanding feminine, I'm connecting this card to you. Suppose you got this card. That means what is happening to you is that you are considering that the first moment when you saw him at the very first time, second moment when you kissed him, third moment when you were trying to do engagement or get married, fourth moment is like when you were deep intimate with each other, the fifth moment when he is getting very much angry to you, and the sixth moment is today's moment when you are with or without him. And now you imagine that he is smoking or he is drinking. The same thing is going through him. So he is just going through this kind of passing moment. So he's unable to control himself. He doesn't know what to do. So this card appeared for him now. That means things are going to be for him and not for you. The next card for him is inner soul speak. So whatever he's going through, he is going to speak to you, whatever he feels from his heart. He could get angry. He could burst himself out. He could say a few words to you, which could bring out anything to you. You are not able to understand or you're not able to listen to it, but these are the words coming from his heart because he feels like he needs to share this with you. He won't share this with anyone, but he will share this with you, telling that I'm going through this, I'm feeling this, I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm hurt, whatever. He is going to tell this. The next card for him is bitter anger. This is again a card that you can connect with these things. Bitter anger is like he would scream, he would use the bad language, but this is because he's unable to control himself. He could drink some alcohol, or he could even use some bad words to you, throw some things, you could hear the noises, because he's unable to control himself. I never get this kind of feeling earlier. This is something strong here. The next card for him is even Adam. So yes, again there are two pathways from this kind of card. The first one, that is, he is remembering you and him together in his dreams, or when he would cry, when he would angry. Suppose you're dancing, or when he's dancing, had done dancing with you, or when you were together. That is, he is remembering those moments when you were like even Adam. Even Adam is like the natural form of a masculine and feminine, and they were together. And just like even Adam, they did one thing which God had forbidden them from doing, and they did that, and then what happened, we exactly know. So here he is not able to understand what happened, why, what is the reason, or who should blame for this kind of critical approach. So somewhere he is deep passionate enough, but just one caution to you: stay aware of someone. You should not left him with someone or with a feminine, because there is a chance that he would go, or some person would try to sneak peek into his life. Even from this card, it is even in Adam. Even Adam, I feel like there is a bit influence from someone. Just imagine that you are not with him, and your lover is left alone, living somewhere else, and someone is emailing him on your behalf, or writing such kind of language which would call him at certain place. What will happen with him, you don't know. Maybe he's met with his ex, or he'll be introduced with someone, or even a kind of non-human energy, just like a kind of bad energy would interfere in his life, would try to bring him such kind of messages regarding you that you are a very bad choice for him, or you should leave him as soon as possible, and he should stop thinking about you and should think about someone else who is around him, who is trying to do such things on him. So this is kind of the feeling I get, so better try to keep watch on him. Now let's move on to the feminine in the next video. So here we are for the feminine. The first card for feminine, I'm going to use the new deck. I could say that this is a restriction deck. The first card for you is perspective felt. So yes, that's a really very fantastic thing. See, perspective felt means you are actually trying to understand him. The way he is trying to portray himself, the way he is trying to speak to you, you're understanding his dissatisfaction. You're understanding his unhappiness, his chaotic nature, what is pushing him so that he is behaving like this, like a notorious kid. He's actually not doing this, but a few people or a few things are forcing him to do that. And this is the reason behind that. You know you can trust him, you know you can believe on him, but then the question is that why is he behaving with you like this? Just like suppose when you first met with him, and then you try to exchange words, exchange thoughts, and somehow you come to know that you can be a good pair, you can be more than friends, you can be a good combination of people together. At that time you were completely different. But now, as you can see, perspective failed is something different for you. What is the reason behind that? The next card for you is messages understood. It's actually been a reverse card, but I'm using it as a straight card because all the straight cards is fine out. Message understood here, that means you're analyzing what the destiny is trying to tell you through your love. See, the first one is perspective felt, but this one is message understood. The same thing lies here. You understand what is he going to tell you, why is he saying this to you, what is the reason for him to communicate with you. And even if he's communicating, then he is using such a language, such a word which you are not aware of. First one is perspective felt. You understand, okay, you are under pressure, I understand that. You are going through tension, I understand. But then why you're using this thing, message understood, it's like you're understanding maybe destiny is trying to bring a drama between both of you. Suddenly one of your relatives would create a drama, or you could feel that you're asked to transfer yourself, or you are asked to take care of your health. And maybe he is the person who is responsible for your health. Now, only option you have is either to go to him or to leave him. It's like many feminine who have gone through depression, gone through anxiety attacks, gone through social phobia. They feel like when they are connected with him, they feel very safe and secure. But when he becomes a reason for your obstruction, for your hindrance, for your trouble, then what will you do? This is the thing which you need to understand. The destiny is telling you the sign. If you have patience, stick to the rest. If you don't have patience, then you need to leave him. This is the sign from the destiny. The third card for you is moved on. Moved on, you feel that somewhere you have left him at a place that, okay, you want to be alone, I'll let you be alone. So be alone. I don't want to create a nostalgia. I don't want to create a kind of situation here where you are blaming me, but I want you to be yourself. So you have done this, and what he feels that you are doing this on your own. There is totally difference. You are doing this because you understand he needs this. See, the first card is perspective felt. So you understand what he is going through, what message you understand. That's why you want to think that, okay, you want to move on. Okay, I'm ready. You want to move on. I will be there, or I'm not going to be a hindrance for you. But still, what is his thinking is that here she goes. So he feels like you are responsible for this whole thing. And you are asking him to do that. Instead, he is the reason for this thing. And he doesn't know that. Or he doesn't want to understand that. So that's why you got the card feminine, the perspective felt. He can't and won't understand the perspective, no matter how hard you want to try. You want to call him, you want to speak to him, you want to message him. He won't understand that this is his phenomenon. The fourth card for you is sexual attention. That is what I was talking to you. Sexual attention is one thing which is going to be chaotic for you. Total chaotic. I would present a few examples to you. First one is alcohol example. Some of you could have been drinking alcohol, and some of you could have said that you can't live without alcohol. And what if you are sent to a place, maybe for a rehabilitation center, or you're admitted to hospital where you can't drink it and you want to drink it? What will you do? This is the first example. Second example, you are far away from your lover. Suddenly he calls you, and you know the intimacy, the passion that is between both of you, and he says that I want to meet you. He says that, and you listen it from heart, and now you want to reach to him at any cost, but you are not able to go there. There are no flights, everything is reserved, scheduled, and you can't be there between 3 to 4 days. You have to stay there. So what will be happening with you? The same card is here. Sexual attention is where you are understanding this. You know that what kind of sexual phenomena you're feeling regarding him. You want to be with him. You want to hug him, you want to kiss him, you want to do the sex thing with him. But the reason is that, is he ready for you? I would make another video and I would post it just for then, because it is a kind of general heat which is going on because of this sexual thing, and it's like a passion, but this passion is not being fulfilled because emotions are colliding, and because of that he is going through a kind of terrible time. Okay, so sexual attention is there. You are the one who is feeling this heat now, and you're understanding it. See, sexual attention, so you understand, but he is he has actually been connected to this thing, so he's actually backfiring now. So this is from the new deck for you. Now let's move on to the major and minor oracle deck for the feminine. We'll place the cards right here. The first card for divine feminine here is I never forget you reverse. So this card is telling you something. See, I never forget you. This has been reversed, so it points out that you're actually thinking that he's forcing you to leave him somewhere, because the way you know him then and the way you know him now, there is a big difference. So even if now you're in a relationship, you might be thinking about him, the one, the primary one you were concerned about as your TF or as your soulmate. So you could feel that he has asked you to leave, to let go, to feel the passion and to throw water on it and saying that now goodbye. So this is the thing you could be feeling, that I never forget you. So you are being asked to forget him, but it is not a very simple and small thing for you. You might be thinking about those moments you have pushed and were responsible. Because of that you won't meet each other, but this is the one thing for that. Second card you got is my lover. Now this is a critical card here. See, my lover means there is someone who is keeping an eye on you. Now who that person is, that person could be anyone you may or may not be aware of. Like suppose you're going for shopping, or you're nearby, there is someone who is feeling about you. Now how this is going to be communicated and how this is going to be complicated. See, you have feelings for him. Okay, suppose he is the masculine, you are the feminine, and this is the third person. So you have feelings with him. Now something is going on, he may be not happy with you, or something is happening, destiny is not getting you together. At the same moment, this person, wherever the person is, say it even could be your relative who is speaking to you that you should be moving on. So it's like he is now bringing some chaotic things to you. So it is now doing a cross line between you and him. You may not know him. Just like, say, it could be a person who could think about you and who could send vibes. Those vibes could collide with you emotionally, intellectually. You could feel like you're having headache. As soon as you pass from this moment or pass from that place, or you feel at a specific time you get headache, because that person is thinking about you. You are thinking about your lover, and your lover doesn't want to be with you, so this is going to be a chaotic one. The third card for you is say something reverse. So here you are expecting to say something to him. Say something is like you felt something about him regarding sexual things, regarding, say, just emotional things. That okay, whatever has happened, it has happened. Let's start a new thing. Say something, or you want to talk to each other, you want to kiss him passionately, you want to hold his hand and go for a picnic, go for a ride, whatever you want to do. But it's like you want to share something with him. The next card for you is financial mode. So at this time you are going through this thing. You are actually concerned regarding your finances. You don't know how to sort them out. So you are trying to make a clue, and you're trying to do this thing one by one. Like you would do the banking, you would meet people, you would take some ideas, you would reschedule, you would rethink about how to do investment, how to save money, because you feel like with this person you don't know about your future. but there is one future regarding you. So you have to think about it, because this person who could be your relative, who's asking you, obviously for a good reason, that you should move on, or a person who is keeping an eye on you, whatever, the person is now telling you that to move on. And this is the thing you are understanding, that you have a future and you have to work hard for that. The next card for you is Give Me a Kiss. So this is the final card for feminine, where you are expecting this. This is actually a stress relief thing for you. The moment you will kiss anyone, a baby, your lover, you would feel that you had relieved your stress. You are expecting a deep, passionate kiss from him. Could last up to 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Because you know that your emotions are hidden within and they need to be sent. They need to be cared for. And if they are not cared, then you would be emotionally drained and spent. So this is the reading for you, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Hope this resonates. This is for the no moon day. It will last, say, for up to 10 to 11 days. Let's see more. I'm going to upload a new video regarding the passion. So let's talk about that then. So then, thank you, take care, and also blessings.